Everybody, Chris here. Welcome on a Wednesday night. We are talking about not only Dogecoin, but we're going to talk about Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance, and also looking at other altcoins because today was a great trading day for crypto. We'll get into a little bit about why that is, what's been going on, and more. So thank you for joining. Hit the like button. Certainly appreciate the support to hit the like, and we'll get more people coming in to the stream and joining in. So welcome. Let me pop down into the corner here, and we're looking at starting with the Dogecoin chart here on the 30-minute. And so this was the next big run that we had with Doge as Dogecoin popped up, and we had Bitcoin popping up. And with that Doge pop up here, it was kind of expected that we could see a retracement back down. We see that a lot with Doge, where it gets a big run up, like we said, like we had over here, right? Yeah, right over there, we had this big run up, and then Dogecoin just retraces all the way back down. And a lot of people were kind of expecting that again today, with a big run up and expecting that to come all the way back down to this 8 to 24 line. Well, it didn't happen. It turned around and kept going up, And why is that? Yeah, we'll cover that. We'll cover that in this stream. But here we are right now at 9 cents again. We just hit 9 cents here a little bit ago. Had actually come up to about 9.1. I came back down, and here we are in the stream hitting 9 cents again, 9 cent Dogecoin. So we'll see if Doge can rise up above it and then maybe stay above it. And that 9 cent resistance line can then become support, and Doge can be trading above 9 cents. So we'll be watching that throughout the stream. Welcome, welcome. I'm Chris. This is Chris Pack's channel, and we're going to be talking about Dogecoin, Bitcoin, altcoins, and great trading today and why all that is happening. Mark, hello there. Welcome. Bolron, welcome. What's up? What's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. So this is the Doge chart. Now at 9.02, so we'll be checking back in on Dogecoin, but we do have to talk about Bitcoin though, because Bitcoin now at 24,600. What a big run this afternoon for Bitcoin, much higher percentage than just about all of crypto, all of the main crypto. Bitcoin has really gone up a lot. And so why is that happening? Why is Bitcoin having this big run? Bitcoin is supposed to be like, the big daddy of crypto, but it's supposed to, just move slowly while other altcoins go on these wild runs. No, it was Bitcoin's turn today. So got a couple articles to look at regarding that. One of them here, Bitcoin crosses 24,000 as ordinals take the network by storm. Yeah, we're talking about putting things on the Bitcoin blockchain. That's right. Now, we had an NFT minted last year on the Dogecoin blockchain to show that the Dogecoin blockchain can actually do things, other things than just recording transactions. And now the Bitcoin blockchain is now being used in this ever-growing NFT space. Personally, I don't buy NFTs. I'm not into the NFT game. If some of you are, maybe you can help me get through this a little bit about ordinals and what actually ordinals are, because I don't entirely get it. But what I do get, though, is when you see this big run up in price, we've got a lot of excitement with Bitcoin. So this pump, the price of Bitcoin over 24,300, its highest point since August of 2022. So last seen 6 months ago, we now have Bitcoin hitting that level again. So here we go to Bitcoin and we go to the daily on the Bitcoin chart. And here's Bitcoin at 24,600 right now. And we zoom out and we say, yeah, back here, it was August 14th and 15th right there that Bitcoin last saw this level up above 24,600. And then before that, it was up, up in the 30,000s before the big Luna crash. And that's these big red candles you see here. That was Luna bringing the whole crypto market down. And then this was the FTX one, bringing the crypto market down when Bitcoin was trading at about 21,000. So what we ended up with is this big elongated cup. And now we got the handle kind of pushed out a little bit. So it's kind of a cup and handle, but we do have Bitcoin now 24,600. So we are going to search for support. Is 24,000 going to be support for Bitcoin? As we did see back here, the beginning of February, Bitcoin came up, just touched over 24,000 before trading back down, has now come up over 24,000. So we'll be watching that on Bitcoin. For Doge, during that time period, the Doge got all bent out of shape because Elon Musk buying Twitter back here at the end of October. So if we're looking at the last time that Dogecoin was at 9 cents, well, it was on the 7th of February, then back here on the 30th of January, and we had other touches of 9 cents, but back here in December, we had a long run where Doge was over 9 cents, early November and late October over 9 cents. So we zoom out before that, and we go back to May. So Dogecoin had been trading up here at 14, 15 cents leading into the Luna crash. But then Doge really dumped after that secondary crash. I think that was like Celsius or Voyager really hit Doge hard, where Doge came down just below 5 cents to 4.9. So that was the low of the year right there at 4.9 cents. But since then, Doge has seen a lot of excitement because of Elon and first Twitter and now making another run up. And this was Elon again, just saying, hey guys, remember, I have not forgotten about Dogecoin. So I think that's what that was about. We'll look at another article about that in a little bit, about Elon and his dog being the CEO of Twitter. But that's kind of fun to look at. But that's the overall view of the charts between Doge and Bitcoin. But we have Bitcoin going on this big run. And the number of ordinal inscriptions crossed 100,000 late Tuesday night. Unlike Bitcoin sidechains like Stacks or Counterparty, ordinals are inscribed directly onto the blockchain. So they're within a Bitcoin block directly on the Bitcoin network. So that seems to be what is happening there. So a lot of excitement about that. And we also have Ben Cowan talking about sort of what many are looking at as being FUD in crypto. SEC Chair Gary Gensler kind of going against stablecoins and staking right now. We don't know what's going to happen with other proof of stake cryptos, and are they going to be deemed to be securities? And is that a target that the SEC has as well? But what Ben Cowan is saying is, and he's been talking about Bitcoin dominance for weeks, but what's happening now is we are seeing, and OG Superposition responded and said, yes, I did yesterday, swapped most to BTC. With SEC on a mission to destroy stables and regulations on the horizon, BTC should be the only sensible choice. Well, There's Dogecoin too, which is a proof of work cryptocurrency, not proof of stake. So, and Doge had a fair launch. There wasn't any pre-minting, pre-sales, airdrops, or anything like that with Dogecoin. So Dogecoin should be able to pass the Howey test, right? And I imagine probably Litecoin as well would be okay. Proof of work cryptocurrency, fair launch, and all of that as well. So, and maybe even Ethereum Classic too. So with those four, Bitcoin, Doge, Litecoin, and ETH Classic, I think those four are probably safe and your best bet. We'll see how XRP comes out of all of this. But Ben Cowan's point here is what you're seeing are the pairs, and he's got a list here that he tweeted out earlier on the trading pairs between different coins and Bitcoin, and they're all red because Bitcoin has outperformed most of the major cryptocurrencies over the past 24 hours, and some by a lot, because Bitcoin has just gone on this big run here that we've seen for Bitcoin. So that's pretty interesting there, that's going on. Another little piece of news, kind of interesting. This came out yesterday, but we're talking about NFTs, and a Bored Ape owner burned a $169,000 NFT that was on the Ethereum network, and somehow he has shifted it to the Bitcoin blockchain, but Yuga Labs says it's now an illegitimate ape because it's not on ETH anymore. This is kind of crazy because the last time this ape, number 1626, sold was back in November, and it sold for 108 Ethereum. And at that time, that was worth $432,000. So this guy paid $432,000 for this NFT. And now he's essentially burned it, kind of transferring it to the Bitcoin blockchain. So it's this guy, what's his name here? Jason Williams. So Jason Williams is the owner, and he said essentially it's like throwing a Lamborghini into a trash compactor. Now, digital tokens can be permanently removed from circulation through a process called burning, which involves sending an asset to a location where it cannot be retrieved. So by sending this off of Ethereum onto Bitcoin, it prevents it from ever being sold again, right? Because OpenSea operates on ETH, doesn't operate on Bitcoin. There's no smart contracts on Bitcoin for this. Kind of crazy, right? However, Williams believes his ape now exists on Bitcoin. That's because it was burned with an inscription made through ordinal. So here we have this ordinal thing again, right? And so the smallest unit Bitcoin can be divided into, the Satoshi, permanently exist on Bitcoin's network in inscriptions. So even though the number of inscriptions in Bitcoin is approaching 100,000, few marketplaces trade them. So that's kind of the burn took place using a newly developed feature for ordinals called teleburn, created a unique location. The feature allows users to assign an existing asset from another network to a Bitcoin inscription, essentially removing it from circulation, transferring the token between chains. So the idea is that you are one way permanently burning an asset on another chain onto Bitcoin. So Casey Rodemer, who helped develop Teleburn, said the first punk or ape that does this will be an effing legend. This is what he tweeted on February 10th. And so later, Jason Williams, he tweeted, "Help me. A $432,000 investment in a Bored Ape, and he essentially burns it onto Bitcoin. So yeah, so he's a legend, but there it is. I thought that was fascinating. But it's showing the possible future, more functionality of Bitcoin, which many believe Bitcoin was just going to be a store of value, and people talking about buying things with Bitcoin, but nobody really is using Bitcoin to buy things. We don't know how many Tesla cars were actually bought using Bitcoin when Tesla was accepting Bitcoin as payment. And it doesn't sound like Bitcoin is really being used much in El Salvador as currency. Like the Lightning Network was put on there to help. And from what I've read, that doesn't seem to be used that much. We'll see where all this goes. That's one thing about crypto. We're still very early. We're still so early in this crypto space that it's things like this that just, you don't know where it's going to go from here. The Bitcoin price soars past 24,000, reaches a 2-week high. Well, now it's reached a 6-month high since CoinDesk wrote this article, 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. And shortly after that, it was up even higher. So now it's even higher at 541, and now it's 24,600. So what happened with Bitcoin? What's going on? Well, a lot of this also is squeezing out the shorts. So data from crypto provider CoinGlass showed that traders who bet on price shifts, mainly betting the price would go down, they were liquidated. Some $65 million of Bitcoin over the past 24 hours. 60 million were short positions. So the shorts got liquidated. And we go to the short chart for Bitcoin. Let's see where that is. That's right down here. So what you see are these Bitcoin shorts getting liquidated right here with this big drop in these short positions that were open betting against Bitcoin, betting on it to go down. Liquidated. $64 million gone. Now the Doge short position has been sort of up and down. Doge spikes up, short positions open up, Doge comes back down, short positions are closed. But what we had today, as more short positions were opened, there were some of these that were liquidations because Doge just kept going up instead of dropping back down, because Doge now started following Bitcoin. As Bitcoin was going up through the afternoon, Doge followed it, squeezing out those shorts. So that's what happened today, was that. Now, it wasn't just that. We had Ethereum, and Ethereum went on a big run. So if there were short positions on Ethereum, those got liquidated as well. We even had the Shiba Inu token. Look at this big run that SHIB went on. Again, nothing about Shibarium or anything. This is just following along Bitcoin. Bitcoin moved the whole crypto market up, but it was started by Dogecoin. That's right. It was Dogecoin that started it with this. The new CEO of Twitter goes viral after Elon Musk's latest photo. That is what started it. And where is the... It was Fortune Crypto. No, this is... and this is also about adding to the market cap. So this was the tweet here of Elon from last night, right after we got off the stream last night. Elon tweets this. It would have been fun if he had done that while we were live on the stream and looking at the Doge price and started seeing this huge move up. That would have been fun to watch, because we were streaming right here where we had these little red candles here. And we were wondering whether Doge was going to break down below this, 824, 825 line. And then the stream ended, and I was like, okay. And I was watching it a little later, and all of a sudden, big green candle goes up. As I go right to Twitter, right? That's the first thing I do. See what's going on. And And there it was. There was Elon tweeting his dog, the new CEO of Twitter. That moves Dogecoin, right? Anytime Elon does something like this, the Dogecoin price just spikes. So I think it was the excitement of this that started the whole crypto market going up at that time, because Bitcoin went up as well, leveled out a bit, and then today just decided to take off. So I think that whole thing was started by Dogecoin. So Dogecoin starts it, Bitcoin continues the run up, the rest of the crypto market follows, and everybody's looking at their portfolios today saying, that's pretty good day today, because everything was up. Everything is up. I was checking mine and I was just like, all those purchases I've been making the past month, they're all in the green now. Everything is up, some more than others. So feeling pretty good about the day. So how are you guys doing, right? The bulls win, Bitcoin to the moon. Yep. Yeah, big Bitcoin day today. We'll see who else follows. Hello, Diamond Jim. Welcome. Jack. Hello. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in and hearing what's going on. So here we are now, right? We're up here, 24,600 Bitcoin, just over 9 cents for Dogecoin. Is this going to be able to hold or not? So let's see. What the other thing we've got Investors Observer. Dogecoin is now the bullish rating. They print this every day, and they've got this little graph here. And now Dogecoin is now in this yellowish green area, and more to the green now. And so that's a bullish sentiment. Sentiment measures performance of Dogecoin over the past 5 days by volume and price movement. The sentiment score provides a quick short-term look at the crypto's recent performances. It can be used for both short-term investors looking to ride a rally and longer-term investors trying to buy the dip. Well, there's no dip buying today because everything's up. But are we going to see a dip coming forward? And for that, we will go to consensus. We'll look at that. Crypto has had some catalysts with the BUSD news. That was the stable coin that was run by Paxos that the SEC was going after. That has largely been absorbed. I think today was a reflection of some of the regulatory fears and immediate fears around BUSD. That was from yesterday. Was that going on? But the market reaction to CPI print was positive, higher than expected, seen as a sign of strength for the rally to continue in risk assets altogether. So this is all very bullish. And then the other article was here on Seeking Alpha. And what Seeking Alpha is saying, they also talk about the liquidations. And this final quote right here. Still, we must keep in mind that the macro foundation for the markets is not as strong, and a change in Fed tone could potentially disrupt the formation of a sustainable bull run. For this reason, it would be safer to bet that this is a bear market rally rather than a full-fledged bull market. So that's one view there that where you're not in a full bull market yet. But it's a great run to see, especially with Bitcoin. A great run, but we could see some retracement coming in the next few weeks. FOMC is going to be meeting again the beginning of March. More economic data coming out, some good, some not so good. We'll see how that goes. But a big run today. Some are thinking that Bitcoin will continue this run up to 25, maybe even 29 to 30,000, and then will dump later this year. But who knows, right? Who knows? Right now, we're just enjoying the day, enjoying the big run that we had here. CDM, welcome. Interested to see what prices will look like in a couple of days. Yep. Same here. Same here. Hoping we can hold. Yep. That's what we're doing. Yeah. And Bull Run says, same here, loaded up on many alts, ready to go. But if dips, going to buy even more. Yep. Going to buy even more. I still have some cash on the sidelines as well as I was buying on dips. With the uncertainty of what's going to be coming ahead, it's good to have some cash ready. We'll see where that goes. So we'll see how that goes. Right now, though, with Dogecoin again, with these new highs, it hasn't dropped back down. It's holding up here, and it's relatively low volume. This isn't high volume on Dogecoin's part. It is on Bitcoin. This Bitcoin volume was very strong today. Big buying, just pushing Bitcoin up. So the Dogecoin price going up wasn't being carried by huge volumes of buying with Dogecoin. It was just that positive upward movement that you saw all the way across the crypto markets. So with lower volume, Dogecoin was moving up pretty well. So that's what we saw. And now 9.01, we're right here. And we will see whether Doge stays up here in crypto or Bitcoin at 24.6. Still, smaller green candles, but still have green candles here. So it's not dropping back down, not right away. So kind of interesting to watch that, see what's going on with that price movement, especially with the low volume. We could see these things start to drop down. People start to take profits. Those that have this sort of a negative outlook going ahead because of economic data and other things going on, book some profits here at 9 cents, wait till it comes back down to 8.5 or even 8 again, and then buy back in. Wait, I don't know this time. I don't know. I mean, I've done swing trading before with cryptos and even Doge, and right now I'm like, I wouldn't be selling at 9 cents. Now, I may be totally wrong on that, and Doge could, tomorrow morning wake up and it's down at 8.5. But right now, looking at it and how Doge has performed and Bitcoin is holding up here, we could see Bitcoin continuing up to 25,000. And that means Doge isn't going to be dropping. So kind of interesting to watch with all of that going on. So, and it was all based, CoinDesk, right? Coming with this whole thing about Dogecoin climbs after Elon Musk tweets photo of his dog in a Twitter CEO chair. Who knew, right? That something like that would cause this whole crypto market to take off. Hey, crypto crazy. Yep. Hey is right. Great day today of trading in cryptos, right? Great day of trading. So I'm pretty happy. I mean, Algorand is still going up here as we're talking now, up over 27.5 cents. That's just, look at that price movement up. That's crazy for me. And I'm sitting on a huge bag of algo. So watching this today was like, yeah, that is pretty good. That is pretty good. So, and it's still going up. Surprising about Shiba Inu though. Very surprising. So I don't know what's going on with this Shibarium thing and all that. Again, I don't follow it really. I just hear about it, and it's like, so I bought a bunch of SHIB just in case that SHIB started going crazy. But overall, it's a good gain, definitely, like everything else, but not shooting up on its own. Maybe that will still come sometime in the future, and I bought some here. I bought some down here. So I've got some SHIB. This was a price target I had here, thinking SHIB was going to go back down, and it didn't. It didn't come back down to 12. So, and that's kind of what I was looking for on a stream we had last week. I think that was on Saturday night, right? We were talking about where SHIB was going to go, and I thought it was going to head back down in this range. Maybe I would buy some more down here at 12, but it didn't go that way. It went up. Then when it came back down over here, I didn't buy there. I don't remember what I was doing at that time, but I wasn't buying crypto, so that didn't happen. I had a little more to buy, and too bad I didn't get that. But I did get some other. I did get some Kusama. I got some Kusama there, and then it was hovering right around 30.8 right there, and I got a little more right there. So I did get some more Kusama, and now look at that, it's way up. So that's pretty good for Kusama. And then Cadena went on a big run today as well. I didn't really mark my Cadena on here, did I? Where did I buy that? I bought Cadena at 114 on the 9th. Oh, that was way back here. Yeah, so I'm just a little bit up on that because I bought that earlier. Right. About 114. Yeah, I bought that right down here at that dip. That's where I bought Cadena. And then I had a limit. I had a limit set at 99, and it didn't hit it. There were these little tails that came down, but I was going to grab some at 99 and didn't. So, but that happens. That happens. Well, we'll see. We'll see how this whole market goes forward. But yeah, there's lots of money to be made. Aave, I'm way up on my Aave. I bought some down here at 74, and now it's up to 89. It's just Aave is up really big. Yeah, and I bought a little bit back here at 78. So 78, and I bought more at 74. So I was able to get some on that dip. And Aave is now way up. So so feeling pretty good about all of that. If you guys want me to look at any other cryptos, put them in the chat. Be glad to take a look and talk about some other altcoins if you want. Or we can just look at the Doge chart. Still holding above 9. Yeah, we just started a new candle here on the 30-minute, and we're even. So that's good. Just holding above 9 cents. Just trying to hold it. That's what we got going on. Well, do I have any other? I think I covered all the news, right? We covered that. I don't think there was anything more here after that. Yeah, last week, Securities Exchange Commission, the US SEC, charged cryptocurrency exchange Kraken with a $30 million fine for failing to properly register its staking program. I think it goes a little bit deeper than that. And we found that out on Twitter today. I read a couple of tweets from people that really dug into this. And it was more than them just not properly registering their staking program. It's what they were doing with those coins and what they were doing with that money. It wasn't just staking and then rewarding for staking. It wasn't that at all. They were mixing money together, mixing client assets with other company assets and lending it out. Again, a similar thing, doing other things with it. is what they were doing. So not good for Kraken. Not good. So that's a warning. Now they've paid the fine, the $30 million fine, and they're stopping staking program on all of their proof of stake cryptos. They can't stop Ethereum yet, because if you're staked in Ethereum, which is ETH 2.0, that's not going to become unstaked until the Shanghai upgrade comes out, next month sometime. But from what I read, you'll still be able to gather your staking rewards from now until once that Shanghai upgrade comes out. And then you'll have to unstake it on Kraken. So some people think there's going to be a lot of selling of Ethereum on that day the Shanghai upgrade goes live. And so there's a warning out there for ETH holders. But again, when these things come up, it never really plays out like people think. So, but there are some people worried about ETH. And if ETH starts crashing, it could bring the crypto market down with it. So we'll be watching that when we get to the Shanghai upgrade coming soon. So, hey, Hayden, how are you doing? Yep, BTC pump earlier. Yep. And Dogecoin pump for Tesla Day. That Tesla Day is going to be big. And if you've been watching me, I bought a bunch of Tesla the end of December and beginning of January. I didn't even put those on here because I've been circling my purchases, and I bought Tesla. It was around 120. I think it was right here is where I bought some Tesla. It was right there. And then it was on the 3rd of January at 110, or the 5th. It was right in here somewhere. I think it was this one. And that's where I bought all my Tesla. And then I've just been watching it since. So, and I don't typically buy stocks anymore, but when Tesla was down at this level, I was like, I've got to be in the Tesla game. So that's been a great run of Tesla. Just awesome gains on that. So yes, nice to see that. And yeah, it feels nice, doesn't it? Big day. Feels nice to relax on Dogecoin Live. So here we are. I do this stream, and I'm on here for about an hour, so probably another 20 minutes tonight. And then once I'm off, I'll put the Dogecoin Live back on, so you guys can join that and chat and on Dogecoin Live. We'll keep that going overnight and through tomorrow as well, until I do this kind of stream again at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. So we're going to be on this regular schedule now because it's fun to talk about this stuff as well. So CDM, you want to see Cardano? Let's see what Cardano's doing. Cardano's dropping down a little tonight. So this is more of what I thought we would be seeing tonight from Doge and BTC, is that after going on this big run, and here Cardano came up and touched 42 cents, which is great for Cardano because Cardano was looking pretty bad down over here at 34 cents. Even worse if you zoom out further and you go back to when Cardano dipped down. When was that even lower? Yeah, it was back here, middle of January. And then earlier January was even lower than that. But this is more of kind of what I would have expected to see from other cryptos as well, is after this big run, you would see this profit taking and you would see these red candles start to push it down. So Cardano's down 2% already over the past 2 hours, with some selling here, down 2%, but not Bitcoin. Bitcoin now at 24/7, still going up, and Doge still holding above 9 cents. So So yeah, Cardano just a little retracement here, but maybe it's just catching its breath to continue on up. From its low back here on Tuesday morning, well, up to its high, Cardano went up 17%, now up about 14.5% from that low there for Cardano. If we zoom out and we look at the daily on Cardano's coming out of that big dip down in the 20s where it was at the end of December. Cardano has now matched where it was back here in November before the FTX crash. So it's regained its position where it was from before FTX. And I like to use that as a point in time to compare how other cryptos have done since that time. Cardano is now finally reset where it was before the FTX crash. But we look at Bitcoin, and Bitcoin at that time was right here at 21,000. And now it's up here at 24/7. So Bitcoin has recovered much stronger since then than Cardano has, comparatively to the two. So that's kind of interesting to look at as well. And then what else did you want me to look at? Oh, compound, right? Take a look at comp. I haven't looked at compound in a while. Comp to the dollar. So yeah, compound really hasn't had a big run like we saw in others. So yeah, this is a low volume. Let me find another one here. There's a low volume exchange here. How about Coinbase? Or we can come down here to Binance. Look at how Binance's is. Yeah, here's Binance's. Okay, so zoomed in. Yeah, that's pretty good. So compound is now at $53. Let's see where it was from its low back here. Yep, 11%. So that's less than Cardano because Cardano's was 14%. And 11% for comp. So 11% is still pretty good for a day and a half, right? That's a pretty good return, 11%. But Bitcoin's from that same time, just to compare, right? Yeah, 15% for Bitcoin. So anyway, that's what we see. So yeah, comp at 50 bucks. It's good. Bull run, you load it up. Zilliqa, VeChain, Harmony, Hedera, and you put some money into Loopring. So did I. I put some more money into Loopring too. My Loopring that I bought was at 42.5, and now it's at 44. So I'm up on that, and I'm a dollar cost averaging down from the Loopring that I bought a little over a year ago when Loopring was up at $200. I haven't figured out what my new average is yet from what I just bought versus what I bought over a year ago at 200. But I think I'm probably still down on that but I didn't have a lot of that. I bought a lot more here. And let's see, when did I buy that? Loopring. Just looking on my spreadsheet here on the 9th. Yeah, let me go back to the 2 hour. Yeah, there it was. Right. So that was the Loopring that I bought. Yeah, 34.50. That was the Loopring that I bought. Was on that dip. So that's a pretty good run there. Up 30%. So feeling good about that. all of this stuff we're talking about now is, this is bull market kind of stuff. And I can't believe we're in a full bull market. That the bubble's going to burst on this thing or something, right? But you look at this this is just February. Go back to the 4-hour and zoom out, and you see what we've done since January 1st. So how much is Bitcoin up since January 1st? Almost 50%. Isn't that crazy? Almost 50% in a month and a half for Bitcoin. Wow. There's other coins that have gone up more. One that someone was talking about today was Solana, because Solana was way down here at $9 to $23. That's 160%. If you were buying Solana then, I wasn't. I didn't believe in Solana, but look at it. Look at this recovery on Solana. Craziness. Solana had a good day today too. Trading up. Come on, Doge. A little red candle there, just dropping below 9 cents. $64 days until 420. Doge Day again, right? Who knows this year what Doge Day is going to be like? You bought your compound around 34, and now it's at 53. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So yeah, these are the things in the bull market we were talking about, just these great returns, and we're seeing them here. And in stocks, some stocks like Tesla, going up like that. Makes you feel good, but hopefully, I don't know. I'm thinking about this in terms of, these 4-year cycles that we've talked about, and I'll cover that again during another stream in more detail on 4-year cycles. But this is the kind of stuff that we shouldn't be seeing until 2024. And here in 2023, this just doesn't seem to be, the kind of rally you would see the year before the halving, over a year before Bitcoin halving, to the 4-year cycle. So we'll cover that. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow night, or maybe this weekend. We'll see. Mr. Cheyenne, welcome. What do you think about Bitcoin beating Doge today? Yeah, we covered that earlier in the stream. So this stream will become a video on my channel, so you can go back and rewatch it. But in the first 15 minutes or so, I sort of covered all of those things that was propelling Bitcoin up. However, Dogecoin started the rally last night, after my live stream last night, with that picture of his dog Floki being the new CEO of Dogecoin, or of Twitter, I'm sorry. He didn't even mention Dogecoin. It was just the CEO of Twitter being his dog, and that got the Dogecoin price pumping, and crypto took off from there. So that's why I say Dogecoin started it, and then Bitcoin just took over with its dominance. So what does that Bitcoin dominance chart look like now? I'm sure Ben Cohen is showing it on his stream tonight, because he's just 44 now. Not quite 45% yet. He's still hoping that goes up to 45%. If we look back on the daily, almost hit 40. This is red line up here that I put on. This red line is 45%. Back here on the 25th and 26th of January, it was up to 44.8, maybe 44.8. But then altcoins had a little run, but now it's Bitcoin again. So that Bitcoin dominance coming back up. So if you watch Into the Cryptoverse with Ben Cohen, you'll be hearing all about Bitcoin dominance, and he will go into So much detail about it and what's causing it and all of that. So we're just in that. Check out Ben Cowan into the cryptoverse, and you'll be seeing that. Overall with Dogecoin, I mean, if you zoom out and you look at where Dogecoin is now, I mean, we're below where we were just back at the beginning of February when we were touching up near 10 cents. So Dogecoin has room to grow here. Definitely does on the Dogecoin chart. Room to grow. Trying to battle that 9-cent line right now. So you're waiting for Sol. You bought Sol at $7. You hit a good price, and some more at 9. So you're way up percentage-wise on that Solana. Good job. SP Narwhal. IMX. What is IMX? I've never looked at IMX. Looks like they had a big run yesterday with IMX here. Look at this big volume. Just yesterday, it went from 94 cents up to $1.17. That's like a 23% run right there. And then if we look again at how much it's gone in a day and a half, we're up just about 30%. Just about 30%. Let's go ahead and let's zoom out. I always say, right? Zoom out. Let's see what this picture looks like. So, where was it at the beginning of the year? 38 cents up to $1.22. 220%. That's a big run with big volume. I think if we start seeing a retracement in the market, I think this is one that will probably drop more. You see that big run of 200%, you're going to see a bigger drop. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some profit taken going on up here. Wouldn't be surprised. I mean, that's 220% gains if you were buying back here. That's pretty sweet. The Kramer bounce. What was Kramer saying? Oh, he was saying, right, get out of crypto, right? Yeah, he also was wearing an Eagles jersey and saying rooting for the Eagles in the Super Bowl. And guess what? Lost. The Kramer effect. The Kramer effect is in play, right? Crazy. That's crazy. You've got some IMX too? Of course you do, Bull Run. You've got everything. You own every crypto. So what does it matter, right? Tell me a crypto you don't own, Bull Run. Give me the name of a crypto you don't own. Curious. You're at $9 in 2021. Started buying last year at 50 cents or so. Yeah, that's how I was with my loop ring. Up at $2. So yeah, let me zoom out a little more, right, with that IMX. We were looking at this one here, right? Go to the weekly. This chart doesn't even go that far back. I got to pick a different one that shows it a little further back. Usually OKX might show it. Yep. Well, $9 was the peak. That's when Bitcoin was at 69K. You bought right up at the peak. Yeah. But I mean, but at that time, people thought Bitcoin was just going to keep going up to $100, or I'm sorry, 100,000, right? And it was at 69K then, and everyone was like, we're in the bull market and Bitcoin's just going to go to 100K. All the top guys on YouTube are all saying Bitcoin 100K. So, buying immutable up here at 9, that doesn't seem crazy in what was going on at the time. So, you were saying it was at $9. So you started buying at 50 cents. I get it now. Because you're thinking it might go back up, right? Craziness. I get it now. Got it now. Yeah, that's quite the chart there. Oh, I mean, we'll look here at Doge, right? And is Doge going to come back up? Come back up to 60, 70 cents. That was the top here. And now Doge is like way down here. So we could see Doge go on a run. That's not quite the same percentage. That was what you're looking at with IMX, up to $9. Wow. That's craziness. For those that bought at $9, you're way down. Yeah. So what don't you have, Bull Run? You have no Ethereum. Really? And no Cardano. You don't like Charles Hoskinson, do you? You're just not an ADA fan. But no ETH. Wow. I don't know many people in crypto that don't have any ETH. Usually people have ETH for gas fees for something. But you don't have any ETH. Wow. And you haven't joined the crypto zoo, right? You don't have any Floki? Floki went up. Floki went up big today. Yesterday and today. Up like 70%. Something craziness. All right, gang. So here we are, Doge, 898 now, just below 9. So we'll be watching that. I'll put the other stream back on. And you guys can go in there and chat, and that'll be running overnight and all day tomorrow. Will be the Dogecoin Live chart watch. So I'm going to put that on in a couple minutes, and we'll be seeing how Doge performs overnight. But thanks everyone for joining me tonight. Had a good chat and learned a few things like I always do. And hope you enjoyed the information yourself. So hope you all have a good evening, and we will see you next time.